Hey, hello everyone, welcome back. Are you guys managing multiple company at one dashboard? So managing transaction between multiple companies can be very time consuming, right? Like if you guys are just creating the sales order, purchase order or invoices manually. So but what if a sales order in one company could automatically create a purchase order in another company like a magic? Yeah. That's what exactly Odoo's intercompany transaction feature does. Okay. So here in this video, I'm going to show you how to automate intercompany sales and purchase workflow in Odoo 19, and let's see how multiple companies can work together seamlessly. Okay. So here I'm at the application launcher of Odoo, and at my database I have three companies, which means my company San Francisco, my US company, and my company Chicago. Okay. So whether it's the branches of your company or different company, no problem. If you have an organization and you have multiple companies, you can use this feature, okay, to automate everything. So you can see all those things. And if you don't know what you mean by an intercompany transaction, I'll give you a short definition. Like, intercompany transaction occurs when one company within a group buys product or services from another company in the same organization. Give you an example, like I know that you guys didn't even understand. Imagine that you have two companies, okay, multiple company. One of the company is a furniture shop and another company is an interior designing shop. Okay, so one is a service based and another is a product based. And under your interior designing company, one of the customer needs some kind of furniture and you guys are providing them. So you just need to purchase that furniture from your organization and you want to deal with all those things to your customer. How you can do? Are you going to manually create a sale order on the first company and doing the purchase order on the second company, taking that product to from that company to another company? Oh my God, doing that everything in a manual way should be very messy thing. Okay, so here in Odoo to solve that problem, there we have an option to automate those transaction very easily, which is intercompany transaction feature. So by enabling that option, you don't want to do anything. Just put all the configured options or the settings, and once you are done with that, Odoo will done rest of the things. So let me show you how to do that. Moving on to the settings menu. There under the company side, you can see an intercompany transaction, or either you can simply search for it, you will get it. Okay, and it is actually useful to create corresponding in or out orders, which means a purchase order or a sales order, and bills when you sell or buy between your company. Okay, so there, once you enable this option, you will get these four options like create vendor bills, create sales order, create purchase order, or synchronize stop moves. So that's what actually it does. So you can enable what are the options that you need inside those two company. Okay, once you're done with that, you have creating as an Odoo bot, which means how you are going to provide the user. So either you can provide any of the users inside your company or it as a Odoo bot. And there you have a message which means draft or invalidate. It actually means if like your quotations or this thing will be in a draft stage or validated stage. I'll show you what will happen with these feature. Like what if that particular rule is triggered or the automation is triggered, is that thing is in a validate or a draft stage. That's what it's defined. And you can see the purchase journal use, warehouse and operations. You should provide a purchase journal inside your first company, and under the first company you should provide the warehouses, which means the main warehouse, and the operation as your company San Francisco receipt. Once you're done with it, similarly to the first company, you should do the same setting on the second company, which is my US company. If I'm moving on to there, under the same company, you can see I've already enabled. So on the two of the companies, I just provided all the configured setups, and you can see under that I've enabled all such things as the same as the way on the first company. You can see the purchase journal that I've provided, the main warehouse of my company US, and the operation as my company US receipt. Okay, once you guys are done with that, you can hit the save button. Now let's talk about the example. Okay, here I'm moving on to the settings, moving on to the first company itself. Let's imagine my company San Francisco want to sell a product to the second company, which is my US company. I think you guys didn't even get a confusion. Like let's give that as first and second company. So my first company is my company San Francisco, and the second one is my US company. So my first company needs to sell a particular product to the second company. So you guys are thinking like, if you guys are just creating any kind of sale order, that will be triggering as a purchase order in the second company. Let's see what will happen. Moving on to the sales, and I want to create a new quotation. By clicking on the option, I just want to provide the customer. So here, what's the important thing is like, if you guys are creating creating the quotation with any of the customer, you can't even do the transaction, like intercompany transaction. So instead of providing a real customer, what should you provide? The company that you are using, which company that you need to create a purchase order on corresponding to the sales order. I'm just providing for the second company contact details and everything as my customer. And I just want to sell the product. So let me add the product, which is acoustic block screen in the black variant with 1 unit. And I'm confirming this. There we have available quantity, and there you can see this, the unit price is 320. If you guys need to provide the taxes as well, you can provide them, no problem. Once you guys are done with that, remember one thing. If you just hit this save button manually, this particular sale order doesn't even trigger any kind of purchase order on your second company. What you just need to do, like the quotation is still in the quotation stage, there we don't have any kind of magic. But if you guys are just going to confirm this thing, what will happen? Like if you're just going to confirm the quotation into the sale order, the second company is triggering a purchase order. Let me show you. Once we are confirm this, we are moving on to the second company. Okay, moving on to the second company by clicking on this option, and there we have the purchase module. Ta-da! You can see the purchase order is actually triggered. If I just clicking on this option, the same as what the vendor name, like my company San Francisco, from where it is, you can see the product, you can see the quantity, you can see the unit price as same as the sales order detail. Okay, so once you are done with that, you can simply confirm this. Click on confirm option. Before receiving the product, I just want to move back to the first company as well. And I want to show you one more thing. So let's deliver the product first, and we need to create an invoice. So if we create any kind of invoices that triggering any kind of bills on the second company, yeah, let me show you. Like if I just want to deliver the product, I can simply provide the quantity. How much quantity is that? You should provide or ensure that. Once I'm done with that, I'm clicking on the validate option. We are done with the delivery. Moving back, let's create an invoice. Let's create in the draft invoice. You can see all things are there, and I'm just going to confirm this. After confirming, we are moving on to the company, second company. Okay, clicking on my US company. And if I'm moving on to the purchases, I just want to validate the receipt. After onwards, let's move on to the accounting module. Like we got our product to the warehouse, and if I'm moving on to the accounting and under the vendors and the bill, now you can see that particular bill is in draft stage. Okay, so it's in draft stage. You can see every details about that and why all such things are providing in the draft stage. So that's what I told you on the introduction part. If we setting up the options or the settings there you need to provide a draft or validated thing, right? So that's it is actually doing Odoo. Like all things that is triggered is first sitting under the draft stage. It's not in validated stage. And if you guys are just providing it as validated on that option side, what will happen? It will automatically validating all such things. You don't want to make sure is that in draft, and if you want to post, no, nothing like that. It directly moving on to the validate stage. So now you can see this is the bill that is automatically created by Odoo. Once we guys have created any kind of invoices on the first company, you can see the same label, account. There we have the quantity and everything. Once you guys are done with that, you can simply click on the confirm option. We are done with that. Let's create the payment. The whole thing will be done. Okay. So that's how simply you can do the intercompany transaction if they are the sales order, purchase order, the vendor bills, the customer invoice, anything, everything will be automated. The opposite thing if you are doing inside one company. Okay. So I hope you all understood this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe, share with your friends. I'll be back with another kind of interesting features that is actually existing in Odoo 19 that will help you to ease your process, not consume, ease your process in your company. So till the next video, bye bye.